Gentlemen, once again, welcome back to GC Sports. This is your Keystone Cowboy. I know it's been a very long time since you've heard that name in the broadcast chat. Thank y'all for joining. We are here with Lane in the broadcast chat with me. Also, we've got Taddy and Tomboy as in-race reporters. Blue screen for 2 seconds here. As you know, read on the prompt, this is the Slaughter Custom Race 2 All-Star. Shut up, Taddy. For the All-Star Qualifier, Auto Club, 50 laps, 2x wear, no flags. So let's see how many people forget that there's no flags tonight and accidentally slow down.
Oh, no flags.
Are you all in?
I apologize if you heard that. Yeah. Lane, after the last few races, do you expect to see anything different than what we've seen already tonight?
We're looking for a top 5. They need top 5 cars to get away. The top 5 cars usually how it is. They'll break away. Sometimes they're 6, sometimes they're 7.
And here they go. Probably your dad's starting on the pole.
It's gonna be a good race though. Look, there's a lot of fast guys.
As they break off into turn 1, don't see no lagging yet. Oh, 42. Is that Smitty goes high? 4 wide. Oh, somebody makes contact.
Says Harambe took out Killer.
Oh. War Pig in that 36 looks to have a little bit better luck than he did last night. Travesty in the 14. Clint Boyer's old ride. Looked like he got caught up a little bit in that contact. So as long as he can stay in that draft, he will be fine.
Probably your dad's getting hung out to dry here on the top. Looks like they're gonna train him on the bottom. Got the 27 car Story Square out front. He's an Xfinity driver. It's good to see that.
He's had some good runs over the last couple nights. You know, last night he came up 1 spot short of making the cut. So he definitely is hoping to improve on that. We got Keith in the 17 Toyota.
Tomboy, he was fast last night. He had a
Yes,
bad
he was.
break. He was very fast. His car got loose on him and got messed up there.
We got our CEO who decided to come out of retirement, Aqua Teddy, and that Bobby Labonte throwback in that 18 Toyota. Cuts to the inside of War Pig. Looks like they're 3 wide. Here comes Spanker on the outside.
All right, Piggy.
That is making a power move. Got some help with the 42. It looks like.
Oh!
Oh, they get tight.
Ooh! Wow! Yeah, I know. Commentator's curse strikes again. Definitely some good racing so far. A little bit of contact here and there, but mostly clean. Like the way we like to see it. 3 wide for the lead.
I believe if that 18 and that 1 could get together, man, they would be a force to be reckoned with.
Tomboy showing that speed that he had last night.
16, probably
2x2 for the front. Oh, that 1 car flirting awfully close with that wall up there on corner exit of turn 2. It's the 27. Looks like he bounced off the wall a little bit going down the back stretch.
No, I'm surprised with probably your dad. He's holding a good line on the outside. He's been out there since
the
beginning of the race.
And it's hard to run this track 2x2 coming out of turn 2. Just the way you're either tight or you're loose a lot of times. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find a medium in between that. So to be able to run 2 wide for multiple laps around this track, it's definitely impressive. As we see the 18 right on the bumper of him, giving him a shot going into turn 1. That
looks
1
like
car
Caddy
keeps.
is going to try to pull this top.
Here comes Smitty on the inside, pushing Tomboy. He definitely wants to have better luck than last night.
Oh yeah, Smitty's got a good run coming right here. That 16's got entry speed. He rolls in so fast.
Wow, this is a hornet's nest. 3 wide for second. Yep. Yeah. The 36 War Pig and the 27 right behind him.
There's a big group of guys at the front right now. What is that?
Yes,
Five,
it
six,
is.
7 cars.
Oh yeah.
The guys in the back,
Alright.
they can easily get lined up and catch them if they're what, a couple car lengths
Looks
away.
like Story got hung out on the bottom, so they looked like they was about to get single file and stay that way as they're trying to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 car pack right now up here at the front, so it's still anybody's game. Of course, as Taddy's been mentioning it throughout the week with the other 3 races, you're not wanting to like race super hard like every lap is the last lap, but you want to keep yourself in position. You want to stay in that top 5, maybe top 4. That way, if something does happen to you in 4th, you can still hold on to that 5th place. But with you got 8 cars up here underneath a blanket battling like this, it's hard to just say, okay, let's just run a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going through your mind too. I mean, 8 cars. That means 3 of them are losing, and these are all fast guys
Yes.
too. All of them.
Also, one of the honestly I think the biggest problem with just running and taking it easy is ego. Everybody wants to win. They don't want to just ride single file and just run laps down unless it's at the very end of a race and everything's spread out, then yeah. But whenever you're packed in like this, you want to beat everybody in this race just as bad as they want to beat you. And you're going to do everything you can to prove it.
Yeah, especially if like you thinking a wreck's gonna happen or like racing gets crazy, you definitely
want to get in front of it.
Whenever.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to be in front of it, especially if you're fast too.
Because with this game, obviously it's what, 3 years old now. So I mean, it's getting a little bit on the outdated side. The servers, you never know where a car is going to go when they make contact with somebody else or the wall. So you definitely want to be in front of it. Believe me, I've found this out the last couple of nights.
Old Tomboy, he went for a flight last night coming out of
Yes, he did. He was Ricky Bobby in real life.
Running 2nd place, I think he did it too. He had done checked out with Private Patton. Him and Private Patton, and got out front.
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the same place that Ricky Bobby was in whenever Frenchie wrecked him?
It might be. I think it is.
Yeah, see, a lot of similarities there. It looks like Travesty and Harmorby's back here. They got a 3-car pack with the
It's
17. Harambe. Shut up. My apologies. Harambe.
Here comes a big run. The Taddy's got a big run coming down the back stretch right here.
Oh, the 95 of Killer Speedster has left. It looks like he had some engine trouble. Yep. Taddy on the outside of Smitty. Can he get to the quarter panel?
I'm curious, who are these 2 cars behind the group? They look like they're getting separated. The 51 of DK and you got the 1 of Spinker. Spinker's a fast guy too.
Oh yes.
That's rub on him.
That was Rub. I've been calling him
Rub on
Spinker.
Oh,
wow.
I thought he was Spinker.
I did too, so I apologize for that.
Spinker advanced last night driving the 25 car.
Oh, I knew
That's
that.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I was working with him. I should have knew that.
Alright, so we've got the top 6 and a little bit of a breakaway. The other 2 are not completely gone yet.
Now, do you think this is a stress reliever since you only got to beat 1 guy in the group now? I mean, you can
No.
ride now comfortably.
I'm here to have fun and race. I ain't here to run in a single line.
After all the talk he's talked the last 3 nights, why are you racing? Why are you racing? That's just stupid. Why are you doing that?
I didn't say what I'm doing is smart. I said it's fun.
I'd like to see what Taddy could do with Smitty though. They look like they both got fast cars, and probably your dad's been changing lanes the whole time.
Yep.
To get lined up on the outside, they could do something. It's 3 wide for the lead.
Yep.
Oh no.
All right, let's do a classic boom vision. How about that? There's one for the books. And we got probably your dad and Taddy front row. Looks like he's edging just a little bit with the help of the draft from the 27. But here comes that inside line. 1, 2, 3 line. Oh, he almost cut down on Taddy. So I think probably your dad's got the exit speed, but Taddy's definitely got the entrance.
Yeah, Taddy's rolling. He's got a fast car.
And it looks like they're all going to leave him. Oh,
yeah, nobody wants to help him.
Well, they're cutting back on the inside, entering the corners, but that momentum, that speed you build going down the front and back stretch, all being lined up with only one car to your inside, it's definitely a killer.
And you'll get trained like that. They'll come around you. 3 or 4 cars will do that at one time.
Alright, so top 6 in a row. Looks like they're increasing that gap over 7th and 8th there. And honestly, that's exactly what's happened the last 3 races. For some reason, the top 6 have broken away in every single race.
That's how it's been. I think one race there was 7, and the rest of them have been just 6 cars breaking out.
Yeah. The very first race was 7 until after the first pit stop. Then it became a 6-car breakaway. Oh, looky here. Oh, is that 3 wide?
Probably your dad might check out. I mean, we've seen cars do it here, but does he have the speed? That's the question.
Oh, he's definitely got the speed. We know he's got the speed. 36. War Pig slowed up just a little bit. I'm
sure all those guys are thinking though, like if they could get lined up, they could easily catch that guy.
Yeah, but they're not going to. You know that they're going to want to battle. Now, obviously, Smitty's smart enough to know that, so maybe they do. I mean, because it looks like they're in line now. But will they stay there though? Because each person, especially at Auto Club in Michigan, people consider them super speedways with the speed that they have.
Yeah.
But with the corners, everybody takes each corner differently. So it's it's not like Talladega, Daytona where you just stick one line all the way around the track.
Yeah.
So it's hard to stay formed up single file through the corners, down both back stretches for the entire lap.
It's crazy how similar Michigan and Auto Club are too.
See, if I was Smitty right there, I think I would have pedaled it just a little bit, got behind War Pig and pushed him up the Taddy. It looked like he was trying to get behind him and just made a little bit of contact on the bumper, but that's where, you got to, hey, easy now, just for a second. Just back off of it just a little bit.
See, I like what Taddy's thinking. He got it out of that hornet's nest.
Yep.
See, now these guys need to realize, hey, it's 4 cars. Them 2 right there, they're both fast. They could work against us, so we need to catch them.
RJ Smitty sitting 3rd. Story's sitting 4th. Tomboy 5th. Making a little bit of contact with War Pig, who is 6th. Oh, he pushes back a little bit. He says, you ain't doing that to me.
I'm going fast, boys.
Yeah.
As the 18 of Taddy has caught the 16. Here he comes
Alright.
to the inside.
Side by side going into turn 1.
I don't know about you, but I know it's going to be a serious problem if they let that 18 and the 16 get together out front.
If they're wanting to win, yes. If they're just looking to qualify, then no big deal. As long as 4th, 5th, or 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th stay together, then it's still anybody's chance to advance in that.
That 16's competent with pushing Taddy, though. Yeah, that could seriously be a threat to that backpack. They'll have to fight each other for it. 16 looks. Oh, he's going to the inside on him. No, he's gonna push him into turn 1.
Well, so honestly though, I think I'd rather be a 4-car break instead of being 6 or 7. Because if you're in that last position, you've got 2 or 3 cars you got to try to get around.
Yeah.
Being this little group here, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all you have to do is worry about beating one person.
Yeah, and with it being on high draft, man,
anybody can make a last lap. Yes.
Yeah, anybody can make a last lap move. It can happen very quick. 16's trying to push Taddy. I think he's content with taking his chances that way. Because I mean, if they can get a really good gap, then that means they don't have to fight. All they have to do is just ride. They could fight on the last few laps to win.
See, it looks like 3rd through 6th is trying to stay in line now. It looks like they've cut out the battle a little bit. Looks like they're pretty well, straight with RJ Smitty leading the pack, which Smitty's got a fast car. We seen it last night. He almost came back.
Car.
He almost came back from his mishaps last night. So.
And Story Square and Tomboy, they both got good cars too. They can definitely catch him.
Yes, Story Square almost got to me last night for that 5th place spot. He was 0.3 of a second behind whenever we crossed the start-finish line. So I know he's got a fast car as well. So
unfortunate, man. He's been unfortunate all week. Story Square has been right on the bubble all week. Even in the slider races, he come in here and he was on the bubble for the first one. And then he was on the bubble for the second one, and now he's trying to get Van Voten there now, I think.
No, he advanced in the sliders.
Yeah, he
Did he?
advanced. Yeah, he advanced in the second race, I think.
Yeah.
As looks like Story went for the high road around Smitty, but yep,
Yeah,
Smitty is
Smitty's coming
pitting.
up it.
Okay, yep.
What's the lap counter there, Teddy? You got a lap?
Give me a second. We have 29 to go.
29.
So lap 21. The fuel run stretches to what, 22
20
here, I think?
22. So yeah, we should see everybody pit within the next 2 laps.
And now we mentioned it, that tires are going to be a big game here in the end. The
It
strategy.
looks like everybody's starting to duck down, so I think they're all signaling. Alright, so I am going to ride with Teddy and probably your dad. If you want to switch to Smitty and see where he comes out.
Smitty. I'm on Story. I can't. I'm on Smitty. Okay. Smitty's coming out of pit road right now.
As the other 5 are on pit road. It looks like Teddy's car is going sideways wampus right now, but that's just from probably your dad pushing him.
Nope, I'm going cattywampus.
Oh, you're going, okay.
So we got War Pig in this group coming down, Tomboy, Story Square, and
Teddy and probably your dad.
With them too.
Oh, it looks like Teddy
all...
overshot his pit box. He needs to back up.
Penalty. It's a penalty. Faster penalty.
Reverse. Good. Nobody started working on the cars. I got my box.
You're still not in your box. I'm looking at it.
So Teddy beats probably your dad off the pit road.
I see Smitty.
The other way around, bud. Dad beat me.
Well, it looked like you were coming off first, but the glitch.
Number 1 pit stop.
Well, the glitch coming off pit road, it literally showed him pushing your car sideways.
So Smitty's going to come out with Teddy and probably.
Yes.
Like.
All right.
So he got a good bit right there.
What does he do here?
Is he going to
split it? Yes. Oh, I thought he was about to split him.
That would have been crazy.
As he is, he's going underneath.
And Taddy's on the outside. Looks like he's going to duck behind the 16. Yep. Now, I don't know if RJ's going to be able to work by himself. He'd probably be better off pushing. But I don't know. The 18's going to the 42 now. They're going to come around that 16 now to turn 2.
All right, so we've got Smitty up front right now. Taddy sitting second. Probably your dad is in third. Story Square sitting fourth. And Tomboy sitting fifth. It looks like War Pig lost a little bit of time on that pit stop.
Story Square is hoping right now that these guys are racing as hard as they can. He needs to get with that car behind him, and they need to catch back up.
Not really. He's in a transfer spot.
Yeah, he is. And War Pig's fast now. Don't count War Pig out, because he can definitely catch them guys if they run single.
Yep. As long as Story and Tomboy stay apart from each other, then yes, War Pig definitely has a chance to get back into this. But they start drafting with each other, and they get a little... Not sure if they'll get closer to that front pack, seeing how it'd be 3-on-2, but it looks like Story's catching that front pack by itself a little bit high draft. So
I was thinking that too. It looks like he's running them down a little bit.
But it also looks like Tomboy's still catching Story, so it might be a 5-car breakaway here in just a few laps.
Very well could be.
And then if that happens and you're running 6th, then you just got to pray that they start racing and they start bumping and grinding. I mean.
Yeah, a 5-car pack is way faster. So we're halfway now. Green and white, crosswalks. So you stop 3, then got single file now. What do you think? You think they're gonna run away from them single 2 behind them? Oh well, no, they're not single file anymore.
Don't forget, the top 5. Yeah, they're on a little bit of a breakaway right now, but War Pig. Rub on him, and who's behind him? Trying to find him. Sorry, DK Crump. If something happens, if something happens, they still have a shot at this. So, I mean, it's like race 1. The moment that the lag wreck happened on the first lap, we've seen 2 or 3 people automatically back out.
And it's crazy how far they're behind.
You never know what's going to happen, though. I mean.
Yeah,
I was all the way back to, I think I was all the way back to 12th or 13th last night.
And yeah, by
after.
the end of the race, you were back up. Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no telling what's going to happen. So don't cut your chances short.
I mean, what if the top 3 just wrecked right now? That changes everything.
And as hard as they're racing up here, I mean, who knows?
It certainly happened. As 18 and the 16 made contact.
Ooh, I peed a little. You said the top 3 might wreck each other, and then whoop, contact. Whoop, I was worried.
Looks like they got a little bit of space between each other's bumpers right now. And see, if I'm that third place car, you know, I know everybody drives different, everybody has a different style, everybody has a different goal. If I was that third place car, I'm just staying as close to that bumper of the second place I can without making moves.
Yeah, if I was him, honestly, I'd try to save like a little bit of gas. I know you got to pit twice here, but in the end, it does come out on that line of having to take half a can or a full can, and that's 3 seconds in a pit stop. And that can change the outcome of a race crazy, because 3 seconds on pit road is a lot of time.
But also, though, sometimes, depending on how you have your setup, trying to save fuel can also hurt tires more. I know it's weird. This game is definitely weird when it comes to that, because usually when people save fuel, they're saving tires in real life. On this game, sometimes tires wear faster when you're trying to save fuel. So I mean, you got to find a balance to it. That's why I think being right behind, if I was 16 and probably your dad. If I've got a shifter, I'm throwing it in neutral going down the back stretch just as long as I can stay in that draft. Get it back in gear before the corners. That way the car's not jumping sideways in the corners, so you don't wear your tires as much then.
Yeah, and with long straightaways like this, you could easily save fuel.
Oh yeah. And then you can do that half a can and no tires, and come out 3-4 seconds ahead of whoever's behind you.
Yeah, whoever took more fuel or tires, you're gonna come out way in front of them. And there's like 5 or 6 laps left after the last fuel pit here, so that time really matters. Looks like they're getting fouled now. I don't know if Taddy's gonna go. Yep, Taddy's gonna go to the inside.
You should have known it the moment you said, "I'm not sure." Slid up just a little bit. And honestly,
behind them.
I want to stay where I'm at if I'm the 2 behind them.
Yeah, I would too.
Get together. You want to be up there with them, obviously. A chance to win it, but also I want that gap that way in case something does happen to them, I can avoid wherever their car goes.
Exactly, and your biggest enemy is 6th place. You don't have to catch the top.
Yeah, 6th place is running by itself right now.
Yeah.
So you've got you've got 2 cars, so you can stay, as long as you stay bumper to bumper, not racing each other, you'll stay ahead of that 6th place car that's by himself. So you have no threat coming from the rear right now. So just maintain a little bit of a gap between, the 2 packs. That way, in case something does happen, you can avoid it, and you can possibly win.
And I know it looks like a big gap, but like if these 2 save fuel or something, and they come out 3 seconds ahead of those guys, it'll be closed in no time. Like at the end of the race.
Like we seen Smitty, he pitted 1 lap or 2 laps before everybody else, and he came up right there with them.
Right there with them, exactly. He came out with them. I mean, you can make up time on pit road. It's definitely somewhere you can make up time, because I mean, you got to go slow all the way down pit road, and then the boxes. You have the boxes. Especially when you're racing with fast guys like this, though, it's hard. Every second matters.
So we see all 3 of our top 3 taking a different line coming down the front stretch.
Because why not?
Honestly, I'm having flashbacks of Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch right now.
Which one's going to break their back?
I have no idea. Oh, a lot of swerving there.
All of them going to break their back.
Tomboy, what's it looking like from your point of view right now?
I'm seeing a lot of white, purple, and
Oh,
pink.
Smitty's on the apron.
Yep.
Is he going to pit road? Is he going to pit?
Yep, Smitty's pitting.
He's going to pit.
Interesting.
Bold move, Cotton.
He's going to lose a little bit of time there. I think that was an accident, but it's going to work out in his favor if his
I think he got down on the apron, slowed a little bit, and his pit stop was coming up soon, so he went ahead and darted down. I mean, we could be wrong. We don't know. We don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah,
Then
there's
again,
no telling.
This Smitty, we have no idea what Smitty's thinking.
I'm
As
kind
we
of
got-
curious of how much time he's going to make up while they're out here on these old tires. I mean, even in a 2-car draft, you're still going to be running, 40s. And, Smitty with his fast car, he could be running 39.2s. That's 0.8 of a second lap.
Oh, Smitty's custom setup. He's probably running 38.7s, 38.6s by himself.
Yeah, so...
I just want to throw it out there. We just ran, actually, me and Dad, that lap, we just ran a 39.3. So we're still putting down pretty good laps.
And they're on old tires, too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about 55 left on the right side.
Right.
For me,
How,
anyways.
how much you got left in your fuel tank there?
9 laps.
9 laps. Okay, so I see what Smitty's done. He's trying to make the last run on a full fuel, 4 tires, full tank of fuel. There's about, what, 20 to go?
Yeah, I think 20 to go, yeah. If he,
I'll tell you what, it's
something
fine.
like
I
that.
think that's less than we're at 14 to go.
14 to go, yeah. So
Oh, okay, so...
he pitted early trying to take advantage of 4 tires while everybody else is going to be taking 2. They're on old tires now. They take 2 tires or no tires at the end. They're still going to be on old tires. He's going to have the advantage. I see what he did there. That's definitely a bold move.
Yeah, there's more time for him to be gained with 14 laps left going in, and those guys are going to come in with like 6 laps left. That's going to be 8 laps that he was on fresher tires, and all that time matters at the end, every bit of it.
He is a lap down now, though, as it looks like Story's making his way down pit road.
The only risky thing with a strategy like that, though, is whenever your tires are wore out and everybody comes back out on the track, you're getting run down quick, so you got to build that good gap.
So it's Tomboy and Taddy teammates because they both have Gatorade on their hood.
Gatorade. I'm just an Adam Sandler.
Gatorade.
Just roll into the field real quick. Harambe. I think Harambe's left. I think he might have had an engine go down. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it right that time.
You did. Proud of you.
So Smitty actually comes out with Tomboy. They're working together now. Well,
He's got 4 tires. So.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got 4
he's
tires, so
going
he's
away.
gonna, yeah.
He's trying to break loose now. I wish I knew what Story Square did.
Let's see. And yeah, the gap between where Smitty pitted and where Story pitted, it's almost a quarter of a lap. So the timing of it definitely matters if you're by yourself. Alright, so still bumper to bumper with 1 and 2.
10 to go.
10 to go. So pit stop's
So-
coming up soon.
yeah, the
For
pits are
everybody
coming
else.
soon for this 18 and the 16. Just curious, Daddy, what was your last lap?
That was a 4.
4. So they're still moving and clicking good lap times off.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible to see people running 4s though. With what, 40% tires? Are y'all in the 50s?
Just hit 40.
Just hit 40, yeah, that's fast for 40% tire. I don't think we've seen a strategy like Smitty's pulled off, though.
Seen one last night, and it might have worked out if the person that he was near drafted with him instead of racing with him,
Yeah,
but that
That's
wasn't the
another thing.
circumstance. Because
you gotta play all your cards right.
yeah, well, see, Broom did it last night. He pitted, short pitted like Smitty did, and he was catching me. Him and Story were catching me, and then there was another car with him. I can't remember who it was, but they all started racing, and everything fell apart. So I mean,
It was Smitty, I think.
yes, it was Smitty.
Yeah, it was Smitty. Yep, that's right. They fell apart. They were talking about that. I think it's a good idea though. I mean, what do you got to lose? You were running third, and there was 3 cars that had a decent gap. As the 93 comes out behind him, and he's gonna not let him get the draft either.
That's fine.
So this is gonna be the make or break right here.
Yep.
If the 93 can catch the 42. Now the 18, has he come out yet?
They haven't pitted yet.
'93, if he could have got there with the 42, that probably would have been better. But I don't know, the 42's running the... Is that the leaders in front of him?
Yes, but he's a lap down.
Looks like the leaders are coming to pit road this time. So this is going to be the make or break.
Yep.
The 16 and the 18, depends on when they come out. 16 got on the pit road good there.
It looks like Teddy's hit the wall. Did you hit the wall, Teddy?
On my screen, he's coming down pit road.
Okay, on my screen it showed you literally Matt Kenseth in the wall. Definitely gap back from Smitty to Tomboy.
Now, if Smitty and probably your dad can do it, I think they're going to try to take half a can. Now, I don't know if they can. Depends on if they save
Did you just call probably your dad Smitty?
I did not mean that.
He called Teddy Smitty. He said
Yeah, Teddy Smitty.
Oh, Teddy Smitty, yeah. I get mixed up. There's so many people in here.
Ooh, somebody's in the grass.
So, probably your dad come out way behind Smitty. I mean, Taddy. I did it again. Look at there.
War pig. Alright, so
42s.
So Teddy, are you leading?
There's somebody else just went to pit road. Keith is just now coming to pit road. He's the race leader currently.
Okay. Well, let us know the running order whenever you get cycled around.
I should be taking the lead here on the front stretch.
Okay. Not sure, but Story Squared lost a ton of time.
Teddy, probably your dad, Smitty, Warpig. Can't see 5th place yet.
So Warpig come out lucky in that exchange.
And then Tomboy's in 5th.
Yeah, I think Warpig might have taken no tires to try to get up there with me and Story, but Story gone.
Alright, so Teddy, probably your dad, Smitty, Warpig, and Tomboy top 5.
I think the 18 and the 16 did smart there. They stayed out and they were running really fast laps, and Smitty didn't have any help when he come back out, and it just didn't play out right.
Alright, so yeah, now that literally you've got a gap between 1 to 2, 2 to 3.
Appreciate it.
So
You gotta hate
Teddy,
that for Story.
What lap are you on, Teddy?
There's 4 laps to go right now.
4 to
Four laps
go.
to go right now. Okay, so it'll be coming to 3 to go. Now, probably your dad could have took extra fuel, or he could have took 2 tires. I think Taddy probably went with no tires. I was expecting that. And probably half a can if he saved that extra lap or 2. And
Yeah, he was up
wouldn't hurt
front
that much.
leading a lot of that, so I'm not sure if he actually would have been able to.
I didn't save any fuel. I had to take the can.
Yeah.
So I think what happened here was the 16 took 2 tires and a full can, and that's a 2-second gap. It gives just enough to Taddy to get it out front. And you know Taddy, he's got a really fast car here. So.
Oh yeah, Warpig's got a half a track or better on 6th place right now.
So the 6th place battle would be, what is that? Wait, Story. Where is Story at?
Story's 6th place, and Warpig's got probably like an entire backstretch on him.
Only 2 to go.
I'm in
2 to
8th
go.
place.
Right here at the line, we got 2 laps to go.
Alright. As we see, the 18, as so many times in real life in the past, we've seen the 18 leading 2 to go at Auto Club.
He's had a strong run here, I will say. He's been strong tonight.
And he was
16 was
debating.
strong.
He was debating on even running. He was like, I'm probably not. And we're all like, no, you need to. You need to. Run. Come on, dude. Run. Run.
Hey, and I started dead last.
And he started dead last. Against
Probably easier too because he doesn't
against
have the
all of our advice. Last lap. So
Get the
Teddy,
slowest lap of the race right here.
probably dad. Looks like he's gaining a little bit.
Yeah, he's gained about half a second.
But even if you are second gaining like that, if you do get to him, do you even try?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you would. We know, but I'm talking, everybody else.
Me personally, if there's an option for a win, it's definitely gonna be taken.
Looks like Smitty's
win a race.
plan didn't turn out too bad. He's right there in third. He can see all of them as Teddy
takes the
wins.
check flag. Does it in style too.
Yep,
Breaks it.
everybody does. So Teddy, probably your dad, Smitty, Tomboy, and Warpig, your top 5 and the last to qualify their way in.
Teddy's Richie's mad right now. He can't take that car back to somewhere like Michigan.
That's why I did it.
He pulled a Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus. If you win, you need to wreck the car.
Put her in the wall.
Yeah,
we're gonna need
great.
we're gonna need to see that car in a tech shed.
Alright, well, that was definitely some great racing. Congrats to the top 5.
Top 5, we got Taddy's first, probably your dad, and second, Smitty in third. He had a decent strategy. I like
Yep.
Smitty's
Tomboy finished 4th, and Warpig finished 5th. So,
Boy, Piggy.
so 3 of the people who tried last night. Yeah, 3 of the people who failed to qualify last night gave it a second chance, and came out on top this time.
Back for vengeance.
Yep.
I didn't barrel roll.
Didn't barrel roll.
I said that last night too, Keystone, right? Like, if you're
Yep.
going to do the both races, you have 2 attempts. You come out, you run the run, and maybe your setup's not right, And
Smitty with the fastest lap.
Warpig, some of the custom setup drivers, right? Like, this is going to really benefit them because now they have Auto Club in the playoffs, right? So taking these extra runs and practicing, it's really smart on their end to do so. You know what I mean? All the way around. If you're Tomboy, Warpigs, Smitty from last night, work on your setup in advance tonight. And then if you're one of the custom cup drivers, anytime you get on the track, it's just practice for when you hit there in the playoffs. So good job,
absolutely. Definitely clean racing. Didn't have nowhere near the amount of lag that we've had in other 3 races either, so that was great to see. Now announcements from our CEO and race winner, Mr. Aquatetti.
Yeah.
I will let you have the mic.
Some people were wondering how the All-Star event's going to go, right? So this is what is going to happen. So we are going to start the All-Star race. I'm going to randomize the field. We still have a fan vote for both the slider and the customs guys. Don't tune into the Discord so you can make your vote on who you want. But come next week, we're going to randomize the starting field. The drivers that were already locked will start in front of the drivers that had qualified their way in. The fan vote will start dead last. However, we are going to start the All-Star race at Talladega for a 13% race. That is going to be sliders, custom setups, obviously. Whoever wins that race, it's going to be a 13% race. We're going to add cautions to that, okay? So whoever wins that race will start on the pole for the second portion of the All-Star race, which will be the Auto Club finale, right? I mean, Auto Club, that's why we're running there. You got to qualify in, prove you're good at the track, right? Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so the only person guaranteed to start where they finished at Talladega is the person that wins the race. They will then join the broadcast booth. They will pick a number 1 through 10. I've already randomized those 10 numbers on who is going to start in what the invert portion of the field. We had from the lowest amount of cars that will be inverted is second, third, and fourth. So just a 3-car invert to the rest of the field be inverted. So at Talladega, usually people are like, oh, that's my buddy, I'll push him to the win. Well, that's great, you might push him to the win, but now he gets to start first and you have to start 20th because you pushed him to the win instead of trying to take that advantage to get the dub. So that is going to be a huge thing for these guys to do. We will be doing an invert. You are, of course, it's going to be 2 tracks. The only person guaranteed is that wins Talladega. So Talladega has never been more exciting on who's going to win that race because it means everything as far as who's going to win the All-Star race.
Definitely a curveball. Question is, who's going to swing and miss, and who's going to hit the home run?
It's gonna be wrecks early on in that race. You're gonna have to watch for it, but it's gonna be going for it.
Yep. So everybody, if you're running in the All-Star race, you better get that Talladega setup tuned in. But
I don't even have one.
on behalf of Taddy, GC Sports, me and Lane up here in the broadcast booth, our 2 in-race reporters with Tomboy and Taddy. Thank y'all very much for joining this evening. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, and we will see you next Monday, or next Tuesday at Talladega. Thank you very much.